How to understand others' needs through behavior and speech. Have you ever felt like you're speaking different languages with someone, even though you're both speaking English? You're trying to help, but somehow you keep missing the mark. Your friend says they're fine, but their body language screams otherwise. Your partner asks for space, but you sense they actually want connection. What if I told you that every person is constantly broadcasting their real needs through hidden signals in their speech and behavior? You just need to know how to decode them. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to become the human needs detective. By the end of this video, you'll have practical tools to understand what people really want, even when they can't express it themselves. Here's the thing most people get wrong about understanding others. We listen to respond, not to understand. We're so busy preparing our next comment that we miss the treasure trove of information right in front of us. Think about your last conversation where someone seemed upset. Did you immediately jump to solutions? Did you ask, "What's wrong?" And when they said nothing, did you just accept that and move on? This happens because we haven't learned to recognize the difference between what people say and what they actually need. And here's why this matters so much. Studies show that only 7% of communication is through actual words, 38% is tone of voice, and 55% is body language. That means we're ignoring 93% of the communication happening right in front of us. The truth is, most people don't even know their own needs clearly, let alone how to express them. But their behavior and speech patterns are constantly giving us clues, if we know what to look for. So here's my proven framework for becoming a needs detective. I call it the HEART method. H, halt your assumptions. E, engage with curiosity. A, acknowledge emotions first. R, read the full picture. T, test your understanding. Let me break this down with real examples you can use immediately. First, you need to halt your assumptions. Our brains love shortcuts, but these shortcuts often lead us astray. For example, when someone says, "I'm fine," in a flat tone while avoiding eye contact, your assumption might be, "They're angry at me." But what if they're actually feeling overwhelmed and need space to process? Practical tip: before you react, pause and ask yourself, what else could this mean? This simple question opens your mind to possibilities you hadn't considered. Watch for these assumption traps. Thinking crossed arms always mean defensiveness. Maybe they're cold. Assuming silence means agreement. Maybe they're processing. Believing "I don't care" means they actually don't care. Often, it means they care too much. Instead of assuming, become curious. Curiosity is your superpower for understanding others. This brings us to engage with curiosity. The key here is asking the right questions in the right way. Most people ask closed questions like, "Are you okay?" which usually gets a yes or no. Instead, try open-ended questions that invite sharing. Instead of, "Are you stressed about work?" try, "What's been on your mind lately?" Instead of, "Do you want to talk about it?" try, "What would be most helpful for you right now?" But here's the secret sauce. It's not just what you ask, it's how you ask. Your tone should be genuinely curious, not investigative. Think interested friend, not detective interrogation. While you're asking, watch for these signals. Voice changes. Higher pitch often indicates stress or excitement. Pace changes. Rapid speech can mean anxiety. Slow speech might indicate sadness or careful consideration. Word choice. Notice if they use absolute words like always or never. This often indicates strong emotions. Here's where most people go wrong. They jump straight to problem solving, but people need to feel heard before they can hear you. This is about acknowledging emotions first. Before you offer advice or solutions, reflect back what you're sensing. Try phrases like, "It sounds like you're feeling really frustrated about this." "I can see this is really important to you." "That sounds incredibly overwhelming." "Let me show you the difference." Wrong approach, person. "My boss gave me another project today." You. Just tell them you're too busy. Right approach, person. "My boss gave me another project today." You. "That sounds frustrating. You already have so much on your plate. How are you feeling about it?" When you acknowledge emotions first, something magical happens. People feel safe to share their real needs. They stop defending and start revealing. Now for read the full picture. This is where you become a detective, looking at all the clues together. Pay attention to verbal signals, what they're saying and what they're not saying, non-verbal signals, body language, facial expressions, posture, context, what's happening in their life right now. For example, if someone says, "I'm excited about this new opportunity," but their shoulders are tense, they're fidgeting, and they're avoiding eye contact, they might actually be anxious about change, not excited. Watch for contradictions between words and behavior, saying, "I'm not worried," while biting their nails, claiming, "I don't mind," while their jaws clenched, insisting everything's great while looking exhausted. Remember, behaviors are just strategies to meet needs. Someone who's being overly agreeable might need acceptance. Someone who's being controlling might need security. Finally, test your understanding. This is where you close the loop and make sure you're actually getting it right. Use reflective statements like, "Let me make sure I understand. It sounds like you're feeling. What I'm hearing is that you need. It seems like the most important thing for you right now is." Then ask, "Am I getting that right? Or what am I missing?" Don't worry about being wrong. The goal is understanding, not mind reading. When someone corrects you, thank them. "Thank you for clarifying. Help me understand better." Often, the first need they express isn't the deepest one. Someone might say they need help with tasks, but what they really need is to feel valued and appreciated. Let me give you a real example. Your friend keeps canceling plans last minute. Instead of getting frustrated, use the heart method. Halt assumptions. Don't assume they don't want to spend time with you. Engage with curiosity. "I've noticed you've had to cancel a few times. What's going on?" Acknowledge emotions. "Sounds like you're really overwhelmed right now." Read the full picture. Notice their stress signals, life context. Test understanding. "It seems like you need some space to handle things. Is that right?" Suddenly, instead of a friendship conflict, you've discovered they're struggling with anxiety and actually need your support, not your frustration. Here's your challenge. For the next week, practice the heart method with just one person in your life. Pick someone you want to understand better. What do you need from them? Remember, most communication is nonverbal. People often don't know how to express their real needs. Curiosity beats assumptions every time. Emotions must be acknowledged before solutions can be heard. When you master this skill, your relationships transform. You become the person others feel truly understood by. You stop having the same circular arguments. You start meeting people where they actually are, not where you think they should be. If this video helped you see communication in a new way, hit that subscribe button and the bell icon. I share psychology insights like this every week. And drop a comment below. What's one relationship in your life where you'd like to understand the other person better? Thanks for watching, and remember, understanding others starts with understanding that everyone is doing their best to get their needs met. Your job is simply to become curious about what those needs really are.